Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into some royalty you won't want to miss. While Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made headlines for their whirlwind romance, royal exit, and PDA-filled public appearances, let's not forget, before Meghan, Harry had quite the dating history. From long-term relationships to one-night flings, Harry's romantic past is filled with women who once had the attention of Britain's most eligible bachelor. But not all of them had glowing things to say about the Duke of Sussex after the spark faded. In fact, some threw a bit of shade, and we're here for it. So grab your favorite cup of tea and let's explore the shadiest things Prince Harry's exes have said about him. Let's rewind for just a moment. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle first met on a blind date in 2016. Sparks flew instantly, and 2 years later, the world watched them tie the knot in a stunning royal ceremony in 2018.
Harry and Meghan are now to enter this way of life.
Since then, they've stuck by each other through thick and thin, from stepping back as senior royals in early 2020 to embracing life in California. One thing's for sure, they're not afraid to show affection, unlike Prince William and Kate Middleton, who typically avoid PDA in public. This bold difference has drawn attention, and yes, some shade in both directions. But while Meghan is clearly Harry's forever, that doesn't mean his past is off limits, especially when some of his exes haven't held back their opinions. Let's get into it. Starting off with a short but memorable encounter, Cassie Sumner. The glamour model and Harry didn't date per se, but they did share a brief flirtation at a nightclub back in the early 2000s. Cassie was 21, Harry was 19. Speaking to The Mirror in 2004, Cassie described the night as a close encounter of the royal kind. She was invited to sit at Harry's private table, and the prince wasted no time in making a move. Sounds dreamy, right? Well, not exactly. Cassie didn't exactly swoon over his royal charm. In fact, she admitted that she wasn't too impressed. She said, and I quote, "If I'm honest, I didn't really fancy Harry. I prefer more muscles on a man." That swipe at Harry's then teenage physique was certainly unexpected. But to be fair, she didn't totally roast him. She called him a lovely lad just enjoying a normal night out. Still, when asked if she thought the fling could go anywhere, she shut it down saying, "I can't see myself getting invited home for tea with Prince Charles and Camilla." Well, at least she's honest. Next up is Cresa Bonus, one of Harry's most well-known serious relationships before Meghan. The two dated from 2012 to 2014, and on the surface they seemed like a great match. Both had acting backgrounds and moved in the same elite circles. But behind the scenes, things weren't so picture-perfect. According to royal biographer Robert Lacey in his book Battle of Brothers, Cressida thought Harry had serious media neurosis. She reportedly told friends that Harry would constantly rant and complain about paparazzi lurking where clearly there were none. Basically, she felt he was too paranoid about being watched, even when no cameras were around. Cressida even posted a cryptic quote on Instagram that hinted at her feelings. No matter how educated, talented, rich, or cool you believe you are, how you treat people ultimately tells it all. While Cressida never confirmed that was aimed at Harry, fans certainly speculated. But before we judge, it's important to remember, this was during a tough period for Harry, where he was battling deep mental health struggles. His wariness toward the press makes sense, especially given his mother, Princess Diana's tragic fate. Still, it seems this dynamic put a strain on the relationship. That said, the two remain on good terms. Cressida even attended Harry and Meghan's wedding in 2018. Chelsea and Harry had a famously on-and-off relationship that lasted 7 years. From 2004 to 2011, they were the royal couple everyone thought might end in marriage, but it wasn't meant to be. While the two shared a deep bond and mutual understanding of the pressures that came with dating royalty, Chelsea had her own issues, namely trust. According to royal author Katie Nicholl in The Making of a Royal Romance, Chelsea often felt uneasy about Harry's wandering eye. While she was in South Africa, tabloids back in the UK ran stories of Harry's partying and female companions. Nicholl wrote, "She told her friends she was in the relationship for the long term but was worried about her boyfriend's roving eye." Translation? She had doubts about Harry's loyalty. Despite their ups and downs, Chelsea remains one of the most beloved exes in the royal fandom. In fact, many still consider her the one that got away. But Chelsea knew royal life wasn't for her, and the press intrusion played a big role in their breakup. Even so, like the classy woman she is, she showed up at Harry and Meghan's wedding too. No drama, just good vibes, though we're sure there were a few raised eyebrows when the camera panned to her face during the ceremony. So what can we take away from all this? Whether it was Cassie's critique of his bod, Cressida's comments about his paranoia, or Chelsea's trust issues, it's clear Harry wasn't everyone's fairy tale prince. But let's not forget, relationships are complicated, especially when you're under the spotlight 24/7. And now, he's found his match in Meghan Markle. They've built a life on their own terms, and through all the criticism and chaos, they've stuck together. Still, we can't help but wonder what other stories might be out there, waiting to be told. If you enjoyed this royal deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Got thoughts on Harry's exes or stories we missed? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.